Springfield, Illinois. As reported by WLS News Chicago, some viewers might find this content disturbing. Body camera video released Monday by a prosecutor reveals a chaotic scene in which a black woman in Springfield, who called 911 for help, is shot in the face in her home by a white sheriff's deputy. One video from July 6 shows a tense moment in which former Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson yelled at 36-year-old Sonia Massey over moving a pot from the stove. He threatens to shoot her, Massey ducks, then briefly rises, and Grayson fires his pistol at her 3 times. Grayson has pleaded not guilty to charges of first-degree murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct. He is being held in the Sangamon County Jail without bond. Ben Crump, the noted civil rights attorney who is representing Massey's family, told the crowd at her funeral in Springfield on Friday that the video would reveal a crime as startling as the 1955 lynching of Chicago teenager Emmett Till in Mississippi, the Chicago police shooting of Laquan McDonald, and the Minneapolis police murder of George Floyd. It is going to shock the conscience of America. It is that senseless, that unnecessary, that unjustifiable, that unconstitutional, Crump said. This sheriff's deputy was twice as large as Sonia. Why would you have to use a gun to shoot her in the head? Authorities said Massey, who is black, called 911 in the early morning hours to report a suspected prowler. Grayson entered the house with another deputy, noticed a pot on the stove, and gave Massey permission to move it. When she put it on a counter, Grayson allegedly pulled his 9mm pistol and threatened to shoot her. She reportedly apologized and ducked for cover, but Grayson approached and shot her, prosecutors said. Also, funeral held for Sonia Massey, Springfield woman fatally shot by Illinois deputy after calling 911. The incident escalated in under 30 seconds. Grayson, who is white, did not activate his body camera until after firing the shots, Milhiser contends. He then allegedly advised his partner not to give medical aid to Massey because of the severity of her injuries, according to court documents detailing the incident. The other deputy provided emergency assistance and stayed with Massey until medical professionals arrived. The body camera footage is horrific, and I offer my deepest sympathy to Sonia Massey's family as they relive a moment no family should experience, Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul said in a statement. As the community reacts to the release of the footage, I urge calm as this matter works its way through the criminal justice system. Body cam video shows the deputies searching the area before knocking on Massey's door, then waiting for several minutes until she opened up for them. Massey initially seems confused, unable to clearly express what she needed. After the shooting, Grayson told responding officers Massey came after him. The video that was released does not appear to show that. Grayson was fired last week. If convicted, he faces prison sentences of 45 years to life for murder, 6 to 30 years for battery, and 2 to 5 years for misconduct. His lawyer, Daniel Fultz, declined comment on Monday. Massey's death prompted subsequent protests demanding justice in the case. Echoing that call at her funeral, Massey's father, James Wilburn, said he's encouraged by the speed with which the Illinois State Police, which investigated the incident, and Milhiser acted. In 10 days, they convened a grand jury. They completed their investigation. They arrested, they got him fired, Wilburn said. That's unheard of. Crump, who held a news conference with family members following the video release, is on his second sojourn in Springfield, about 200 miles southwest of Chicago. He has also represented relatives of Earl Moore, a Springfield man who died after he was strapped face down on a stretcher in December 2022. 2 emergency medical professionals face murder charges in that case. You always get the same thing, these platitudes from people. You know you have my prayers and my sympathy. But you know what I want? I want justice for my baby, Massey's father James Wilburn said. An attorney for Grayson did not immediately respond to a request for comment Monday. President Joe Biden issued a statement saying, Sonia Massey, a beloved mother, friend, daughter, and young black woman, should be alive today. Sonia called the police because she was concerned about a potential intruder. When we call for help, all of us as Americans, regardless of who we are or where we live, should be able to do so without fearing for our lives. Sonia's death at the hands of a responding officer reminds us that all too often Black Americans face fears for their safety in ways many of the rest of us do not. Sonia's family deserves justice. I am heartbroken for her children and her entire family as they face this unthinkable and senseless loss. Jill and I mourn with the rest of the country, and our prayers are with Sonia's family, loved ones, and community during this devastating time. I commend the swift actions that were taken by the Springfield State's Attorney's Office. While we wait for the case to be prosecuted, let us pray to comfort the grieving. Congress must pass the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act now. Our fundamental commitment to justice is at stake. Attorney General Kwame Raoul issued a statement, saying, "The body camera footage is horrific, and I offer my deepest sympathy to Sonia Massey's family as they relive a moment no family should experience. As the community reacts to the release of the footage, I urge calm as this matter works its way through the criminal justice system. In Illinois, we have made sure that the law mandates independent investigations after officer-involved shootings. In this matter, it appears that the investigation by the Illinois State Police and the subsequent referral to the Sangamon County State's Attorney's Office have complied with the letter and spirit of the law by providing the appropriate transparency and moving toward accountability." Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson said in a tweet, in part, "Sonia Massey should be alive today. Her tragic death underscores the ongoing fear and injustice faced by Black Americans. Our deepest condolences go out to Sonia's family and loved ones."